Economics of Kazakhstan. As of the latest available data, Kazakhstan's GDP stands at around $200 billion USD. The country has experienced varying growth rates over recent years, generally averaging between 4% and 6% annually, though this has been impacted by global economic conditions, including fluctuations in oil prices and the COVID-19 pandemic. Natural resources. Kazakhstan is the world's largest producer of uranium, accounting for approximately 40% of global supplies. The country also ranks in the top 10 globally for coal, iron, and manganese ore reserves. Oil and gas oil production is one of the mainstays of the Kazakh economy, with the country producing approximately 1.6 million barrels per day. Major oil fields like Tengiz and Kashagan significantly contribute to the national output, with the latter having potential reserves of around 9 to 13 billion barrels of oil. Agriculture contributes roughly 5% to Kazakhstan's GDP. Kazakhstan is among the world's top 10 grain exporters, primarily focusing on wheat, of which it harvested around 11 million tons in recent years. Trade. In terms of trade, China, Russia, and the European Union are Kazakhstan's largest trading partners. Exports are predominantly mineral products and metals, accounting for over 70% of total exports, followed by chemical products and food. Foreign direct investment, FDI. Kazakhstan actively seeks to attract FDI, which has been integral to its development strategy. FDI inflow was estimated at over $24 billion USD in recent years, with significant investments in the oil and gas sector. Labour force and unemployment. Kazakhstan's labour force consists of approximately 9 million people. The unemployment rate has generally been stable, hovering around 5%. Public debt and inflation. Kazakhstan maintains a moderate public debt level at about 25% of GDP, which is low compared to many other countries. Inflation rates have varied, recently averaging around 7–8% annually, influenced by global economic trends and domestic policy. Future economic plans. Kazakhstan aims to diversify its economy through the Kazakhstan 2050 strategy, focusing on developing sectors such as technology, renewable energy, and advanced manufacturing to reduce dependency on natural resources. Kazakhstan's geopolitics. Heavily influenced by its strategic location in Central Asia, vast natural resources, and its relationships with powerful neighbours and global powers. Here's a detailed look at the geopolitical landscape of Kazakhstan. Strategic location. Kazakhstan is the world's 9th largest country by land area, bordered by Russia to the north, China to the east, and smaller Central Asian nations to the south. Its location makes it a significant land bridge between Europe and Asia, particularly in the context of China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, which aims to enhance trade routes across Asia to Europe. This positioning offers Kazakhstan potential economic benefits, but also brings complex security and policy challenges. Relationships with major powers. Russia. Kazakhstan has historically had strong ties with Russia, dating back to its time as a Soviet republic. Russia remains a major political, economic, and military partner. Kazakhstan is a member of the Eurasian Economic Union, EEU, and the Collective Security Treaty Organization, CSTO, both led primarily by Russia. These affiliations support economic cooperation and security collaboration, but also reflect Kazakhstan's need to carefully balance its ties with Russia with its relationships with other global powers. China. Economic relations with China have expanded significantly in recent decades. China views Kazakhstan as a crucial part of the BRI due to its geographical position and resource wealth. While this relationship offers economic opportunities, including investments in infrastructure and energy, it also raises concerns within Kazakhstan about over-dependence on Chinese investments and potential loss of control over its own resources. The West. Kazakhstan seeks to maintain and develop its relationships with Western countries, particularly the United States and the European Union, to attract foreign investment and technology. The West is interested in Kazakhstan due to its resources, especially oil and uranium, and as a counterbalance to Russian and Chinese influences in the region. This relationship has led to various cooperation agreements in energy, economic development, and security. Security concerns. Regional stability. Kazakhstan works to promote stability in Central Asia, a region with various challenges including terrorism, drug trafficking, and ethnic conflicts. Its role as a regional leader is crucial in mediating conflicts and fostering cooperation among the Central Asian states. Nuclear policy. Having renounced the world's fourth largest nuclear arsenal, which it inherited from the Soviet Union, Kazakhstan has played a prominent role in global nuclear non-proliferation efforts. This stance has elevated its international profile and is a cornerstone of its foreign policy. Internal challenges, political transition. The country's political dynamics are also pivotal in its geopolitical stance. Nursultan Nazarbayev, Kazakhstan's leader since its independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, stepped down in 2019, making way for Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. This political transition is significant and is being closely watched by international observers to gauge its impact on domestic stability and foreign policy. Economic reforms. Economic reforms aimed at diversification away from hydrocarbon dependency are vital for reducing vulnerability to global oil price fluctuations and enhancing economic stability. This shift is also crucial for political stability and to mitigate external pressures from dominant trading partners. Conclusion. Kazakhstan's geopolitics are characterized by its strategic location, abundant natural resources, and complex relationships with major global powers. It seeks to balance these relationships while navigating regional security issues and internal political changes. The country's success in these areas will significantly determine its future role on the global stage and its domestic stability.